Ryan Reynolds reportedly standing his ground when it comes to Deadpool 3. How much interference do you think Disney will have with it when he's in town? Welcome back to Views with Hughes, your Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes. Today's story: Ryan Reynolds is trying to maintain the direction of Deadpool now that Deadpool 3 is set to be released on the Marvel Studios. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. How much control do you think Ryan Reynolds will have about it? How do you feel about Ryan Reynolds going ahead and fight for the sake of Deadpool? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. Be sure to smash the like button and share this video far and wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So, as I stated at the start of the video, we see now that Ryan Reynolds is actually putting his foot down when it comes to Deadpool 3. Okay, so next year we already know that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to be banking really hard on Deadpool 3. That's the only movie in the lineup that's to be released next year. People are curious to see if Ryan Reynolds and the character Deadpool can actually breathe life back into the declining franchise itself. The good news is that there's a positive sign. Ryan Reynolds is taking a stand against modern day Disney's trend of changing the source material and trying to put into it different political messages, okay, right into entertainment. Now, Reynolds is also fighting to keep Deadpool 3 true to its comic book roots, a movie that's garnered a lot of applause from fans. Reports also indicate that the costume will be 100% comic book accurate, just as we saw in the leak of the photo with Deadpool walking along with the 1990s rendition of Wolverine's costume, the blue and yellow one, okay? Now, he's, as I stated, he's looking to keep the comic to its comic book roots 100% accurate, and the film's also going to be maintaining its R rating. Now, Ryan Reynolds also understands that Deadpool's essence lies in the ratings, because if you actually read the comic books, not only was he often known for being gritty and it's like really gory, but essentially he was also known to break the fourth wall. In other words, talking to the reader directly through the comic book. And as we saw in the first two Deadpool movies, he did that very thing, okay? Now, Reynolds understands that Deadpool's essence lies in this rating, and as it allows the character's unique story to be told authentically and to entertain fans. Now, this movie made by Ryan Reynolds is actually crucial for two reasons, okay? First off, fans also grown weary or even tired of Disney changing up their beloved heroes and using the MCU as a platform for their social messages instead of just focusing on storytelling itself. Now, this shift has led to financial disappointments for Disney, with many movies failing to even break even in the last 2 years. Second off, Deadpool also has a distinctive style that sets it apart from other Marvel films. You know, it's gritty, you know, hardcore, so on and so forth. Any attempt to try to actually dilute the uniqueness of the film will likely result in it losing its charm that the fans actually admired for the past decade. Now, Reynolds' resistance to the modern day Disney reproach is also seen as a step in the right direction for Marvel. Now, it sets a big precedent for actors taking control of their characters and making sure that the creative decisions actually have a high priority over of quality storytelling over conforming to the safe and socially driven narratives. Now, this particularly is crucial as more actors within the MCU, like Tom Holland from Spider-Man, are also expressing their commitment to upholding the integrity of their characters. Now, in case you haven't heard, Tom Holland did voice his opinion where he wants to continue to have Spider-Man continue to stay true to the comics and everything. Otherwise, he's not going to return to Spider-Man 4. Now, will they also grant him that kind of status as well? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. Now, while Disney executives seem to also be inclined to play it safe with every movie, actors like Ryan Reynolds and Tom Holland are actually challenging this kind of approach. They also recognize the importance of staying true to the characters and stories. That's also been good for the audience, been resonated for them with fans over the years. Now, this big shift in attitude is a positive change for the MCU, which has been criticized for its recent lackluster performances, or in other words, the bombs in the box office. Now, Deadpool 3's decision to maintain its R rating, even at the risk of limiting its audience, is actually a bold move. Okay, they're brave, they're bold, and they figured, they're actors. They know of the risk that they are taking. They don't care. It also prioritizes honoring the source material and delivering what the fans want to see. In other words, listening to the character. Now, while not every MCU film can adopt Deadpool's vulgar and crude style, this decision showcases a big commitment to giving fans what they desire or what they want. It suggests that the authenticity and passion for the character, as demonstrated by Reynolds, can lead to a more successful and engaging film. Now, Deadpool 3's adherence to the source material and the resistance against Disney's conventional strategy is actually a positive development for the MCU. Now, it also reflects the shift towards prioritizing quality storytelling and listening to the desires of the fans. Now, while it might not solve all the issues in the MCU itself, it actually marks a promising step in the right direction, as the only MCU movie set to release next year. Fans are hopeful that Deadpool 3 will bring a refreshing change to the franchise itself. Now, while I actually put this together, I was also thinking about one more thing. Suppose at like a last minute ditch effort, Bob Iger has a big say so in it and decided to go ahead and have a say so in it and everything. Ryan Reynolds is going to become much more resistant. Okay. Then we're going to see here also where and I'm not sure this is going to happen if he has this kind of power, but what if he decides to go ahead and go to the board about Bob Iger, or if not, if Kevin Feige has a problem with it, what if Ryan Reynolds decides to go to the head to go over Kevin Feige's head, go to Bob Iger, okay, and complain about it. He wants to stay true to it. He wants to keep it going, keep the momentum going, keep the essence of Deadpool going, which is crude, vulgar, dark, yet dark comedy feel to him, okay? And Ryan Reynolds has actually paid attention to what the fans have been saying, as well as other people out there in the entertainment industry, and even YouTubers, I'm guessing, okay, wanted to stay true to the comic book, okay? We've already seen that from Henry Cavill and Superman, as well as The Witcher, wanted to stay true to the source material. Now he's doing Warhammer 40,000 because of the fact that he wants something else to stay true to the comic. Now, granted, Prime Video is going to be releasing it soon, and they got control over it. And that's another thing I worry about it. I don't want Jennifer Salke to have any kind of power over it, because that's how they got the Wheel of Time as well as Rings of Power, because the fact that, they made it added a lot of political virtue signaling within the those series and stuff when it had nothing to do with it, okay? Now, the fact of the matter is, Ryan Reynolds, like Tom Holland, is actually stepping up for the fans. He also wants the same thing that the fans want, because he's the one that's creating it. Okay, so leave Ryan Reynolds alone. Let him do his thing. He knows how to make money, and also he actually stays true to what he enjoys doing. Why? Because of the simple fact he's doing what he's doing because he enjoys it. Okay, he's enjoying doing Deadpool because he enjoyed the comic books. It's that simple. Otherwise, you're going to have other people out there who are not interested in the comics and stuff and try to make a failure of a movie like Eternals, for example. Okay, so let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. What do you think is going to happen? If you've actually enjoyed this video, go ahead and please smash the like button and share it far and wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already, you also enjoy the content part there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification, so that way you will notify the future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.